Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The second meeting of the year on tap here between rivals. These teams know each other.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, it's a rematch from last year's AFC round between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They send Green to the left on his own.
380. 380.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. He's got time. He's going to wind up and air it out. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down. Dalton now to pass. Finding time. All kinds of time. And that is incomplete. And now the 11-year man Steve Weatherford on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. James has got it. Complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Back to throw. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. Old school defensive tackle play dictators just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. And if a guy came near, tackle it. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past him, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
This is Bell on the dump-off. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish them.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ladarius Green, his first touchdown in a Steeler uniform. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Here's Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell. Touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept...
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. It's the first-round pick from a year ago, Bud Dupree. In there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
380.
Second down, Dalton. Looking sideline, incomplete. Brandon LaFell, his intended target, and it's 3rd down.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. It's taken to the 26. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Their big-bodied receiver with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
So after the punt return touchdown, opponents can do with this kickoff. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. They'll run for the first time with Hill. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
Here's Steve Weatherford now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll set up to throw, and he will find his man on the outside. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Again, it's Bell. And some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 15 yards through the air on a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. That's James. Touchdown, Steelers. Jesse James, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Well, looking down at my game card here, that's 5 drives now for them and 4 touchdowns. I think anybody would take an 80% ratio.
I'm sure that they would, but if you flip it over to the other side of the ball, what are they going to hang their hat on? There was 1 possession. They held them to no score whatsoever. That's where they're going to try and build on and try and slow this team down.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication. Didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Dalton finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Deep drop. And his throw here is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So that's the word from the referee, neutral zone infraction, 5 yards.
And, of course, the defense is always pointing at the offense about how they drew them across. Flag goes against the defenders on that one.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
380. 380.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there that gives them a new set of downs. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Dalton with a give to Hill. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Dalton to Hill on the draw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him. Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Great protection. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. And the seemingly endless drive continues.
Let's go. Bang. Wide 20.
On 3rd down, here's Hill. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Watch 85. Go 85. Watch 85. Ready. 380.
So now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The first carry down for Rex Burkhead. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Eli Rogers, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. On third down, here's Bell. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, it's Bell. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll set up a throw, escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 16 yards on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Back to throw now on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Over the middle here to Coates. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
Defense.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They'll look to throw here. And this is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up, right?
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
6 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Hey, let's get this. Set 380. 380. 34 is the mic. Hut.
Third down from the gun, Dalton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
The give is to Bell. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Coming to you.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he checks this one down to Williams. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Steelers are going to have a first down. On the counter, here's Bell. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Bell. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Bell. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see run, probably pass 2, both in the arsenal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jesse James, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And this Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Dalton throwing on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jeremy Hill there was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Steve Weatherford now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And quickly they get to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Cuts it at Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime.
We got four. We got four. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA halftime report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Bengals have been worked over in the first half and trail big right now. The Steelers have done a good job taking control of this game, and the scoreboard shows as much. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Steelers lined up at the 38. The pass will be completed into coverage, and he'll be...
And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Tackle made that time by Michael Johnson. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9. Now Bell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired. In hindsight's always 20-20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. On second down, Hill. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Second down now after the incompletion. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Surveying the field. Still back there. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down.
Ready, 380.
Play action now. Dalton. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green with touchdown number 7 on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Bengals get a bit closer. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll set up to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down following the incompletion.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where the receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just kind of catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
All right, here we go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to float this one deep. He's got a man. Complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 11th touchdown of the year. And this Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Jeremy Hill now gearing up to go again as he marches back onto the field. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in the game.
Yeah, about the 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
Hill, the lone setback. Dalton now to pass. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this one will not be.
Scouting points are earned every week. Make sure you use all of your points. A portion of your remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.